Welcome to Topics and Tangents. It's like past midnight. Fucking January 7th or something. And I had taken a couple weeks off. Podcasting and comedy in general. I don't think I have taken that long of a break off comedy since I started 6 years ago. I took 2 weeks off, didn't do any open mics, just did holiday stuff, and it was interesting. I needed a break. Glad to be back. Been back this week. I will be co-headlining with Sierra Rara, past guest, hilarious, at the Blind Onion on Saturday. I'll get this posted before then, or maybe I'll scratch this whole thing, because I cannot picture that me talking to myself alone is all that interesting, but I'm going to try and make it happen. Might just say some weird shit, go off on some topics and tangents. What I was thinking is I'm just going to kind of recap last year, what I learned, and what I plan, New Year's resolutions, I guess. We'll just go in on that. So what I was thinking, what I learned from last year involving comedy is I need to start making shit happen more on my own. I just gotta put my own shows together. Nobody's gonna do anything for you, is really the thing. Not that I was expecting that at any point. I just haven't had a good grasp of how anything works, really, I would say. Which is how everybody is with life. Nobody knows how anything works. You get real good at one thing if you're lucky, and some about that, but even the science people, you can have something totally figured out, but it might get proven wrong. I don't know where I was going with that. But I put on my first shows in my hometown of Gardnerville a little 11 months ago. That was a lot of fun. Got to do one of my first headlining sets there. Made a good little chunk of money. And I put on a few more like that. I'm going to try and just set up as many of those as I can. I want to make more money this year. And also just grow with comedy. Get in better shape. I don't know. Keep doing this podcast. Where was I really going with this? You just try to talk off the top of your head. It's weird that thoughts, I don't know what I'm gonna say next. Is anybody else like that? I can't tell you what the end of this sentence is going to be, even though it's already coming out of my mouth. That's so weird. But anyways, I'm feeling grateful for everything that I have. I have been losing it a little bit over the past few months. But that's okay. We all lose it. Go down little spirals. God, I'm not going to release this. What could I do to make this more entertaining? I saw this. This Flavor of Love. It was a reality TV show hosted by Flava Flav, where he filled his house with women and they all got to compete over The ugliest guy. I can't. He had dinosaurs in his front yard. Like just dinosaur fixtures with big clocks around their neck. Where did Flava Flav get his money? I tried to look up songs. I heard of him my whole life. But I just... Where did he get mansion money and big net clock money? He was on Pawn Stars at one time, trying to sell his clock or something. Oh, what was that? I'm trying to learn video editing too, so hopefully I'll be able to cut in and out between Flava of Love. Oh my god. These girls were just insufferable. This one girl, white girl, tried to throw everybody in the house's weaves into the swimming pool, which just, I imagine, would be a hate crime now. It was the wild. And it was on Samsung TV. Like when you get a smart TV from Samsung, there's like 10,000 channels just programmed on there, and it is just always playing hot garbage. But every now and then you catch a gem like this. Oh my goodness. Boy, that was a fun afternoon. Just me and my girlfriend hanging out, watching crazy TV. We've been playing that Mario Odyssey. Yeah, just a nice lazy afternoon after we went and did Pilates at we rock climb, and then they have Pilates like 3 times a week. I always thought Pilates was for girls, and I still think it is, but I've been doing it and it kicks my ass. So that is something. If it's a workout and you get tired from it and sore, then it's for whoever. I'm not going to grow titties or anything. It's not a titty workout. I do push-ups for titties. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Flava of Love. I feel like I had a little more to say on this. I wanted to take notes. Maybe I'll do a full breakdown on that. I really got to learn how to edit videos. That should be a goal for the new year. I was just spending $80 a month on Adobe or something, and never using it because the interface, I did a college course for one of Adobe's programs, and I got a slight grasp to that, but it's just a lot to figure out, and I'm not the smartest guy or most technically savvy. My parents didn't teach. I feel like my parents didn't think computers were going to catch on. So we didn't have one in the house for a long time, and when we did, and I was a old man about it too, just trying to. I always thought it was lame. I don't know, all this internet stuff. I'm more into it now, and it's necessary for what I'm trying to do with comedy and everything. And I've been having more fun making sketches and podcasts and stuff like that. I love listening to podcasts. I listen to podcasts 8 hours a day. At work and then after work. I don't know. Listen to a lot of stand-up. I've been losing my grasp on exactly... I'm getting better at comedy, but I'm losing exactly... I guess I haven't been keeping up on watching comedy. Because I don't... Everything just sounds kind of the same to me. Maybe that means I'm catching more of a grasp on it, actually. I'm just identifying. It's like a magician learning magic, and then eventually, you just know how the tricks are done. And there's still magicians out there. I bet there's a lot of professional magicians who don't know how David Copperfeild made the Grand Canyon disappear or something like that. I feel like I saw a video like that. Just a big ass excavator. Escalator. an excavator that you need to take an escalator up to. Just he covers it. He has a backdrop and then just drops a bunch of dirt in the Grand Canyon, and then there's a new Grand Canyon that was made because he had to take out enough dirt to fill up the other Grand Canyon. Did that make sense? And then future people will be like, nah, that was naturally formed. But no, it was David Copperfeild filling the Grand Canyon with dirt, and now there's a new equal size Grand Canyon in Wyoming or something. I don't see how a river could have done all that at the Grand Canyon. That's what they say. New conspiracy theory. There was an ancient David Copperfeild that dug it out from somewhere else. And that somewhere else, maybe the Mariana Trench, that wasn't covered up by water or something like that. And then water came through, filled it all up. So anyways, I went way off into whatever the hell that was. This is kind of fun. I'd like to maybe play a little game or something like that. Figure this out. I don't know how to do a solo one. I've never just talked to myself with a camera. I talk to myself all the time, actually. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes it just helps get the thoughts more clear and concise when you're saying them out loud, because if they're in your head, they're just bouncing around. But if you say them out loud, then they can leave. Screaming alone sometimes in your car. Bah. So, anyways, some resolutions for the new year. I think I'm really getting into just working out more and wanting to just be in better shape and healthier all around, eating better. Very vague. I got a very vague set of goals for this year. I'd like to hit a certain amount of YouTube subscribers, perhaps. That could be something good. I don't know what number to pick. I can get, basically with every shorts post I do, I can get like 3 new subscribers, so that averages out to 1,000 a year if I could do it once a day, but you hope to grow. I was thinking 10,000 sounds good. Like a nice year goal, because I got to get moving on this. I'm getting old, even though old people say I'm still young. You know? Just always feels like you're running out of time. And maybe I am. I don't know. I'm thinking about taking an appointment with a college person, just so that I am, just to get an idea where I'm at. Try and have a job where I can move somewhere and not be, I have no skills. I've worked I've worked a lot of jobs for a few. I don't know how people acquire these skills. It seems like I can't move up wherever I'm at. And I see people that are just so shit. They aren't moving up either, but I'm way above the halfway mark. I work. I do work. That's more than a lot of people can say, right? I've been putting lotion on my hands. I always bite my fingernails and around the fingers, just straight to blood. Been putting lotion on. Look at that. It's not bloody. I think I might heal this year. That's something. Boy, that would be great. I've been doing that since I was little. That could be a New Year's resolution. And I'm already late on the resolution, so who's stopping me? I was looking at tickets to go to Austin, Texas, try and get on Kill Tony. Just saw a friend from Reno, Eric, go on there. So it is possible. It was fascinating to see. Just somebody you know getting trashed by those guys. Which is how the show goes. I would hope it would go better for me, but you never know. I could just be delusional. I think I'm funny. But how could you ever know for sure? It's probably my favorite joke that I've written. It's up there. And it's about that concept. It uses the R word, which I won't say here, just because why? I mean, in the purpose of the joke, there's something to do, but why just waste an R word here? Oh, there's 2 R words. There is 2 R. Eventually, we're just gonna. I bet there's more than 2 R words. But not the assaulty one. The flipping over. I don't know where I was going with that. Mentally challenged. I think I might be. This is my living room. We're at 17 minutes. I don't think I'll go for a full hour. But I'm really not sleeping. I don't sleep well. I find it an utter waste of time. I'm starting to need it more, though. Which is just too bad. I used to get by 3 hours of sleep. I feel like I went too crazy from like in high school to like a couple years ago. I burnt out my whole 20s by the time I was like 22. Now I'm an old 30-year-old, 24-year-old man. My shoulder hurts. I got Christmas lights up all around the living room. Looks nice. Oh, you guys heard of Clapper? Heard Gary Vee talk about it. It's pretty much a rip-off of TikTok, but I've posted a couple things on there just to see what happens. I don't know what it is. It's TikTok, but everything I see is just police interactions. Seems like car chases and stuff like that. I don't think that talking about my resolutions is the way to go. I don't have anything solid and down. It would be cool to look back a year from now and see what I was thinking. I guess that's what I was thinking with doing this. Maybe this is more for me than you. Yeah. Screw you guys. This is for me. A little public audio diary. Keep me honest. Make an honest woman out of me. So yeah, I'll just try and set up more of my own shows and focus more on the internet. I'm learning is very important. Yeah, people seem to like some of my stuff. And I am progressing. It's just at a slower pace than I would have anticipated. But I'm still only 6 years into comedy, which people say is nothing. The people that have really been doing it. But it feels like a lot. I guess it's like a quarter of my life. So, that seems like a lot. So I will try to grow my online presence while also getting fitter and eating healthier, not drinking as much, and just get better at comedy. Comedy is what I really want to do and enjoy doing now. It would just be nice to not have another job. Chris Rojas seems to, I don't know. He's an interesting man. I want to pin him down. I kind of want to start a podcast with him. Just every week, me and Chris Rojas, because he is a fun guy to talk to. Can't have this much dead air. Got a little sloth guy here. He could be the co-host. I gotta get more interesting, that's for sure. Because this is not cutting it. But at least I'm doing something. I don't want to keep missing weeks. I'll have Sammy Solario on next week, one of my oldest friends in comedy. My oldest friend in comedy. Hilarious guy. And then I'll get the ball rolling again with more podcasting. And just doing stuff like that. That Flava Flav show. Well, guess I'm gonna cut it off right here. I feel like I've been rambling. I may come back to it if I think of more things to say. But I just feel like I've been rambling, and this hasn't been all that interesting. I could ask ChatGPT for stuff. Oh, here's what I was thinking for the podcast going forward was I'm going to just go through people's TikToks and they'll go through mine, and then we will learn, because they say the algorithm knows you better than anybody knows you. So I'll get to see like a deep look into what this person likes to see, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, just to get a dive onto that. I think could be an interesting concept. I don't really like the ChatGPT thing. It seemed like training wheels, kind of. I feel like I can just talk to people, but I also feel like having a concept is good. Just something that hooks you in, you know? Just, you're like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, Are You Garbage? Me and Mo went and saw them. That was a great time. And they got a great podcast. Just asking people if they are garbage or not. Oh, my girlfriend for Christmas got me these. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm just stepping out of camera for just a second. These Hot Ones, Truth or Dab. Hot Ones, another great concept, you know. But it just asks the wildest questions. And then if you don't want to answer it, then you have to take a dab of that final wing hot sauce. Dab. Wing sauce. So you've just pooped in a public restroom and you realize that there's no toilet paper. What do? Now what I do most often is, I mean, are we assuming the toilet seat cover things are gone too? I think so. I don't think that's fair. That's basically just toilet paper, but in different shapes. I have used those before, but what you gotta do is just underwear as big as possible. Maybe rip it in half so that you got 2 shots at this. Even though underwear is much better for it. But you just gotta do that. Fold in half, do it again until you get it all out of there. Or you can maybe bidet in the sink somehow. Can't picture. This is a great bathroom. Just trying to get your ass under the motion sensor. In one of those tiny public restroom sinks. But yeah, underwear and then throw it away. And just get out of there. Pretend like you were never there. Hope that underwear doesn't get found at the scene of a crime because you left it out in public. Somebody takes it and then throws it at the wall after they commit a crime. You're framed for the crime of somebody else not putting underwear in the public stall. That's a shame. That's not where you want to be. You guys see that guy attack the judge? Oh my goodness. I mean, I got it. She was being very snarky, as judges often are. I don't think that gets talked about enough. Judges, they just sit there all high and mighty. Your Honor. What a pretentious... I don't know. It's just silly. You should just be dealing it out. Don't act all high and mighty. I guess that's kind of the job title. I don't know. But yeah, that guy just jumped over. Those judges' booths are like... He basically dunked. As far as I picture him. Like, I think that top would be like 10 feet up. He could clear me at least. Like, he should have done basketball. I don't know. Pole vaulting? He didn't even do the backwards thing. The Fallsbury flap, I think it's called. No, he just jumped straight for. Mixed a few sports into one. And he was beating up like three people that were made to not have that happen. He's too good. Should I do another card? Let's see. That's like this game is made for a group. So you're calling out your friends, which is rude. Yeah, alright. So that hit a wall. At least I got a good first one. Rubbing poop in your underwear. Well, this was cool. I feel like I just got to get on a better stream of consciousness. But practice. Maybe I can do one of these a week and a guest one. And then I'm practicing this and just be in flow of consciousness. And also practicing talking to people, which I also need to do. I'm pretty socially awkward. Always have been. Had a brief break in high school. But I would have an asterisk attached to its Hall of Fame record, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Who gives a shit if it's an asterisk? What if they gave rock stars asterisks for performance-enhancing drugs? Well, anybody who did, thanks for watching. We will be back up and running soon. Happy New Year to you all. I hope it's great for every one of us. Oh, it's an election year. Oh, God damn it. No, I'm just gonna not worry about that. Who cares? A lot of people seem to care. And you do that. Maybe you're helping. I don't know. Probably not. Bet you're just complaining. Probably not doing anything for anybody in either direction. But maybe you are helping. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Which is always true. Happy New Year. And maybe I'll come back to this if I'm bored again, or maybe this will be the entirety of the post. Have a good night.